for Skellige's glory!
Welcome back to this Jackpot of an arena run. Quick reminder, going for game or win number 5 here. Got a really good hand and what I personally feel might be a little bit of a weaker opponent when it comes to leader abilities, but never use this ability because of that prejudice, and maybe this opponent will prove us wrong and in future we'll pick that up. But in the present, what do we want to pick up? I sort of like a lot of this hand. The Greater Brother can go, Crimson Curse is very nice. Everything else here is just good enough. Just good enough for us to play out a round 1 where we are going second, and it's a possibility that we will not be taking this round. So he'll start off with a bronze, we'll start off with a bronze. We'll hit that down by 1. If he plays something else in the back row, we will also go ahead and Crimson Curse that row.
Be not afraid. This'll only hurt you.
No, this is perfectly fine. Unfortunately, don't have a way to purify it or boost it up at the moment, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. What we could do here is we could piercing missile the ice giant so we can set up a Scoia'tale play. But rather than doing that, I feel more comfortable with just putting down our Slice Seductress so that she can get to work. With 2 engines on board, they do require answers. Sometimes, unfortunately, they do just... Okay, that is a huge play. That is quite the statement by our opponent of where this round's gonna go. So, let's just take a second to look at what the reality of the situation is. It doesn't matter where this ping goes at the moment, so I wasn't too concerned. Okay, so we are... That goes down by 1, so that puts us on 7. So we do need 14 points in 2 turns to make back this...
Manticore venom should do the trick.
To make back the difference, and I do believe the lock here is relevant. Does stop danger from coming in, also brings out our roach, so that puts us only 5 points within range.
I see only darkness in your future. Only darkness.
That's actually annoying, because I wanted to Crimson Curse this turn so bad. This was the turn where I was like, okay, we Crimson Curse now, and we'll get that... that value here. I'm almost tempted to go a roach. We are really close to winning the round. That I do feel like a roach, feels relevant. But at the same time, I also want to put this Crimson Curse down now. Although the longer the round goes, the less that feels like it's necessary. Let's do this. There's a small chance. There we go. A 33% chance the bleeding tries to get applied to the tree ant boar, and we'll be very sad if that happens, obviously, because of that veil. But 66% chance that... Okay, so our opponent does decide to bow out. I think I'm gonna just take this very easy play. By doing this, I'm just playing...
All nails are your foe!
Yeah. I'm just playing Scoia'tale here. And just getting that value going into the next round. Now I could always put on Philippa here, but putting on the Reynard, adding that protection to him is very tempting, though any toll removal and will be quite sad. Actually, a little bit unsure what the best, where the boost should go. I mean, also on Harold, not the worst. But whatever I play, I want to make sure that it is. It's got to be one of these two. She doesn't need it. There's the 50-50 that we lose on, but that's fine. I'm very happy with that. That worked out quite well for us. With Philippa in hand, with Vernon Roach in hand, I do believe we have a very strong start. What do we really want now going forward? Alright, Naturalist, you aren't really worth anything, so I'll get rid of you. Definitely keep that just because it does offer, it is a solution to some of the questions that our opponent can pose for us, so that seems like a very good keep. Would have liked it a little bit more while we had Crimson Curse in hand, but this is fine. This is very interesting. We could push her. Playing Herald now, taking a ping, getting a boost, applying a bleed, it's a lot of points very quickly. I like that play. Honestly, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, yeah, that's actually a really strong play. Harold will come down. Okay, let's push one card here. We can afford to do this, so I'm really... I'm actually quite okay with this. It's getting Herald down this early on means that our opponents rather slow.
Got a bad case of rotor's back.
Let's see what this hits for. Actually, let's do it like this. I might be making a huge mistake here, but I actually don't feel like I am, because in a very short round, Philippa is going to just annihilate our opponents. That Philippa swing is so such a massive play in terms of points that okay. Now we're at a very safe place to just call it here. Question is, do we just call it here? Fun fact, I could, this will be funny. I could play Malena here now and just keep moving the board into the front row so it never gets a value. We can do Malena, we can do Odo, and then Vernon Roach. Doesn't seem bad at all.
We elves have our paths. Don't worry about me.
Just don't hit the ball, don't hit the ball! Okay, my bad. My bad! So the ball still gets 2 points of value, even though we're trying to prevent just that. But this is fine. I feel very confident about where we are right now. So what I want to do is I want to Odo, then I want to Vernon Roach, and then if we draw our second spy...
Your Majesty is exceptional.
Okay, so we know what this is. It's either going to be a crushing trap, which we'll find out in a second, and if it's not a crushing trap and it's a horn, our opponent's going to be in so much trouble because we can just move everything right out the way. Isn't that fun? Baron comes down.
Ah, we've a hero in our midst.
I don't want to take the bleeding from the Baron, so I'm a little... Yes, it is a crushing trap, that's fine. It's honestly not the worst case scenario. Okay, so here I think I'm going to... Plus, it means it makes his Baron rather...
The north, to marry.
We'll follow you always into the fair.
Could I borrow a whetstone? Maybe 10.
That is quite a nice assortment of bleeds. Ooh. Three points of bleed versus 3 points of constant bleed. I mean, I guess he has to do that. I still don't feel like we're in any sort of danger. I'm just thinking about, do I move this to the front? Well, if he moves it now, he takes 1 point. If I move it, he gets 2 points. I mean, he... No, we don't move anything. We can at least make him feel as if... You know, I would love to just steal that from him, but it's not the play just yet. It's not the play just yet. You have to be patient. I hope I didn't make a huge mistake and this video ends up being 15 minutes. If that were to happen, I'm really sorry. That's not the intention. The intention, honestly, is here because of how strong our hand was there in that moment. I did really feel that the course of action we've taken up to this point has been the correct course of action. Maybe, you know, that it's not 100% agreeable. I can clearly see how I play you, I get 1 deploy, I get 2 deploys, so you're a 6. And then a big brother, so that's not worth it. That's also 6, so ultimately we didn't lose anything. I'm okay with that.
Friend, stand no weaklings. I see no role in it for you.
As dead as a creature.
The defender just ruined everything, right? It did just ruin everything. We're unfortunately gonna lose this now. Unfortunate, that is actually very painful. Seeing that defender come down is making me question everything.
I'll snap your neck in my fist.
But at the same time, guess not. Guess not. We gonna get value. We are gonna end up getting value. That's a very slow play. I mean, when you, in the grand scheme of things, it really doesn't feel like we're in trouble. Okay, we're going to jackpot here. And then I do feel like we can use 2 coins so far to just boost our big brother up by 2. So we'll play the brother. Not getting zealous. Not being enthusiastic about. unfortunate.
Foolishness.
That is such a... I love that card, by the way. I'm not even gonna be mad at this. Tourney Shelmar is probably one of my favorite cards in Arena. The fact that it synergizes so well with Arena. It's so difficult not to love. So the only thing I have to say is I'm sorry that this part 3 of the arena ended up being 15 minutes instead of what I suspected could have been 30. I definitely misplayed there. I honestly thought I had a good chance of pushing and taking an opponent, you know, leader ability down and getting a card out of him. Definitely should have passed a little bit sooner on round 2 when we had the opportunity to, but I got greedy, and this is what greed does. This is what greed can do so quickly. So my apologies for the super short video, but it is what it is, and you know, for what it is, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, have fun. Peace out.